Hi guys, Raz here, and today we're looking at lesson two, the sign test. So for AQA psychology. So this is the only statistical test you actually need to calculate, and once you know the steps, it's easy marks, light work. So the example I've got here is: did people remember more COVID symptoms after a campaign? So with the sign tests, once we've carried out an example, we only care if there's an improvement or not. So imagine the situation where I've got 10 people and we ask them um, the topic is COVID symptoms. So we ask them what the symptoms of COVID, then show them the campaign, i.e., an advert on TV, whatever, and then we re-ask them the question. So we obviously would think that that would cause an improvement of knowledge. Um, so, but obviously not people don't always listen, do they? So we look at this. Person one, we've got a sample of 10 people, and person one remembered more. We don't care that he remembered two more things. We just care that it was an improvement. Somehow person two has got worse. So after the campaign, they know less. Um, Again, we don't care that they know two less things. We just care that it's gone down. Person three has gone up. Person four knows more. Person five is the same. So if they're the same, we just ignore them. We wipe it out. Person six knows more. Seven less. Eight more. Nine is the same. And 10 is more. So pluses, we have one, two, three, four, five, six people. Minuses, we have one, two people. Yeah. So that means we can see there clearly that six people gained knowledge. So that would suggest that the campaign did work. It did mean it did educate people. But that isn't a scientific way of evaluating things. We need to have something more mathematical, more precise to make such a definitive statement, to make such a significant statement. Yeah. So, what we do with the sign test is we look at the smaller of the results. And then that's what we're going to evaluate. So, here the smaller of the results is negative, and that's 2. So, and that's what we will then evaluate. So on the next page, let's get rid of that. We had 2 negative, 6 positives, 6 positive, 2 negative. So we assign, the first thing we needed to do, which I wasn't clear about a minute ago, was assign pluses and minuses to each. Yeah. So we had, they gained 2, so we put a plus, then we put a minus because they lost knowledge, 2 pluses, person 5 stayed the same, and so on. Then we count the signs as I just did. Then we ignore the ties, like I said, and then we get to this point where we highlight the lower of the numbers. And then this is what we will look, evaluate against our critical value. So some mathematicians like myself would have calculated critical values for this data. So out of 10 people, the likelihood that the number of results would mean it's not luck and it's due to the campaign working. And then that's what we'd compare our answer to. Um, yeah, that's it. So the thing that will be difficult at this point is the last step about significance that I'll be looking at that in video 3. Yes, so just to reiterate in this video, what the sign test is, what did we do? I'll get rid of this. We looked at the data. We assigned pluses for improvement and minuses for when people got worse at something or lost knowledge. So gain of knowledge versus loss of knowledge, they gained, they lost. They gained, they gained. This was the same, so we wipe it out. Gain, loss, gain, stayed the same, gain. Then we looked at the dominant, the one that had the least amount of signs, which was negative. So that is what our S is. And it is that we will evaluate in step 6 against the critical value, which we would have found in step 5. So we evaluate against the critical value. And the critical value is just something that is given to us, yeah, which we'll look at in the next video. So yeah, I hope that made sense. And I'll see you in the next video. Before we go, no, nothing will say. See you next video.